Hi, everyone. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Emily. I'm an intuitive tarot practitioner with a focus on inner work and self awareness. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you see this is exactly when you're meant to. If the message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. Let's get into it. So, last night I was sitting in bed about to go to sleep when I started getting a message about divine timing. It was very unexpected, but very strong. So, I took out my paper and a pen and I wrote down as much as I could as it was coming to me. So, I will read my notes to you now and then we'll pull a couple of tarot cards to just kind of tease out the message together. So, the very first thing that came to me was the phrase, "It was meant to be," as well as "what will be, will be." And as I was hearing those words, I was shown an image of two puzzle pieces fitting together. So I was just sitting with that, kind of continuing to let it unfold. And then I got this big download. It was a bunch of words, a bunch of sentences all at once. I wrote down as much as I could. So I'll read you what I wrote and then we'll kind of break it down. There is an order to the symphony. There is an order of operations. Divine timing exists. It is the harmony of moving parts flowing in sequence. You can disrupt it, but it always falls back into step. It is the natural order of things. And as all of that was coming to me, I was seeing an image of the golden ratio, and then also an image of gears turning like in a clock. You know how they kind of all fit together as they turn. And that reminded me of the Wheel of Fortune. So the energy of the Wheel of Fortune is definitely connected to this and coming through. So what does all of that mean? I found this absolutely fascinating and beautiful, and I loved the analogy of the symphony. What this really means, what this is saying, is that life, the universe, is a symphony, right? Life is a collection of individual parts that can operate in harmony or not. When they're operating in harmony, they're operating at the frequency of divine timing, right? So the saxophone players can follow the music that they've been given. They can fulfill their role and their purpose, live according to their design, right? Be in harmony with themselves and be attuned to all the other instruments around them and the conductor, or not. They can throw their music to the side and do whatever they want and be completely disconnected from the sort of divine instructions that they've been given, be completely disconnected from anyone around them, and kind of go rogue, so to speak. They can. They have free will. So you can see, with this analogy of a symphony, if each individual part is in harmony with their role and in harmony with the parts around them, the result will be beautiful music. But if they throw all that to the side and just go rogue, right, then the result will be racket, noise, just noise, right? There's no harmony there. So the universe is operating in the same way. What this really means is it's exactly what it says. Divine timing is literally the harmony of moving parts flowing in sequence. Divine timing is not this like one-off lightning strike moment. It's not a stroke of good luck. It's not a gift from God or source or whatever. Divine timing is literally a state of being that you can be in at all moments or not. If you are in harmony within yourself and in harmony with life, you are operating at the frequency of divine timing. I thought that was absolutely fascinating. This really speaks to the idea of co-creation, right? We are co-creators. One of my favorite spiritual teachers, her name is Pilar Lesko. She says it so well. She says, um, you create your reality, but you do not control it. I think that's it, right? We do create our reality, and we are a part of a symphony that is so much infinitely bigger than ourselves. And there's all these moving parts. So divine timing is a state of flow. It's a state of connection to yourself and connection to life. It's this beautiful dance, and I'm seeing the lemniscat, that infinity symbol. It's a dance between um, attunement and harmony within, and attunement and harmony without. Non-resistance, right? So often when people refer to divine timing, they talk about it as if it's something that they have to wait for. You know, if they're not getting what they want now, then basically they use divine timing as a coping mechanism, and they just tell themselves, well, I guess it's not my time. You know, it's not time for me to find the love of my life. It's not time for me to be successful. It's not time for me to be happy. Fill in the blank. There's this component of having to wait when people talk about divine timing. But this is so clearly saying that there's nothing to wait for. There's nothing to wait for. Divine timing is a state of being. It is a state of flow that you can enter into now at any moment. So the question came to me, are you waiting for divine timing, or are you becoming it? Stop waiting for divine timing to like fix everything and get you what you think you want. Stop waiting for it and become it. And you become it by operating in harmony within yourself, and operating in harmony with what is outside of you. It's this beautiful balance of conscious creation and surrender at the same time. You know, it's not one or the other. It's not I'm gonna literally will into being whatever I think I want as fast as possible. And it's also not I have no control. It's all source, it's all God, it's all, you know, I'm just gonna completely go with the flow. And you know, it's not the extremes, it's both. The answer is both. The answer is dance between both. Create your life and surrender to it. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. Let's pull at least one tarot card just to see if there's anything else that wants to come through about divine timing. There's definitely something here about trust. When you trust yourself, it's easier to trust life. And maybe that is the key to this balance between conscious creation and surrender simultaneously. Something about trust. Self-trust leads to greater trust in life, and therefore surrender to what is. Ooh, the moon. The mystery, right? The mystery of life. If life is a symphony, then we are just one teeny, 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 tiny little part. We are one clarinet in the entire symphony. I mean, if you think about it on like a fractal level, you can even take it smaller, right? Like we are one button on the clarinet. I don't know if they're called buttons. You know what I mean? It's like we are a part of something so much bigger than we could possibly fathom. We have just enough awareness as human beings to understand that we don't understand. you know, the moon card is speaking to the mystery of life itself. There are so many moving parts that are so much bigger than us that we have not only do we not understand, we don't even know it exists. So to resist that is absolutely futile. It is futile. It is a setup for chronic suffering, pain and suffering. To resist the mystery of life is futile. Right? Surrender to the mystery. Surrender to the fact that you do not know what you do not know. And that will be the case for the rest of your life. Can you, let me think about how I want to say this. Can you dance between creating your reality and being shown, creating your reality and allowing reality to unfold in whatever way it will, which will always be so much more complex and intricate and mind blowing than anything we could think of on our own, right? I love this. I love this. Own your role. Own your role as one instrument in the symphony. Own it 100%. You have so much power. Own your power as an instrument in the symphony of life. And recognize that you are a part of a symphony. And there's so much more at play here. You're not supposed to control everything. You're not supposed to control everything. That would, I mean, it's impossible. You're not supposed to. It's not your job. You are your job, right? Surrender to everything else. And then you're operating in the frequency of divine timing. So stop waiting for divine timing and become it. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If this message resonated or you found it helpful, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading.